Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Ellie from HypnoYou, and as a special for you for February, it is my birthday month. I was born on Valentine's Day, so as a special I will be doing a video for you today. Now I've sat down, I've pulled some cards, both Angel and Tarot. I've done a meditation, I've taken some notes, and so this is for the overall tone of February. Some interesting things for you to think about, to perhaps employ into your daily activity. Now, if you would like a private reading with me, please go to www.hypnoyouellie.com. I also offer a one burning question reading for $40, paid at PayPal at hypnoyouellie@hotmail.com. So for February is going to be an amazing month. I just feel it. It's going to be full of love, but I feel like the first week it's going to go very, very slowly. They've got the Mercury retrograde shadow still going on till the 14th of February, so there might still be a little bit of miscommunication, misfiring. I mean, I can't even get the words out. So for the first week, I feel like things will be slow. And the second week, I think things are really going to start to heat up, and you're going to start to feel hope and optimistic, because you're feeling like you just know something's coming. You feel that the tide is changing, that the winds are shifting, and that you can feel things are slowly, methodically, but surely turning in your favour. And you're excited about it. You can feel it coming. So right now, your general disposition at the moment, for some of you, I feel like you are fearing your security. You are feeling under attack by whatever stressful situations and circumstances that you find yourself in, whether it be work, with co-workers, with bosses, employment, seeking employment, love relationships or their lack of, or feeling like you're stuck, you've hit the wall and you're unable to figure out how to get from A to B. So you yearn for a peaceful, relaxed life, free of the pressures of constant demands or problems. You need periods of calm and peacefulness in order that your nerves are able to regenerate. So we do have the Temperance card. And this card is telling you that all things in moderation. For some of you, this is about laying addictions and putting them aside, and that finding the strength within. And for whatever reason, whatever's happening with the planets, whatever's happening in your life, you've finally decided that this is the month that you are going to learn to live without these addictions or habitual habits that you have, habitual dating, habitual emotional reactions, whatever it is, you're laying it aside and moving forward. Now, there is an enlightenment, and you are round about the full moon, you are feeling strong, you're feeling strength, you're feeling like you have the luxury of movement forward. Now, this is the transition period. This is the alchemist. This is the changing from one situation to another. So like I was saying before, you can feel the change coming. You can feel it, and there's seedlings, there's words, there's whisperings that things are about to change. So of great importance to you now, you need to find relaxing pastimes. So think of the Four of Swords: relaxation, meditation, closing your mind off, relaxation, rejuvenation, recharging your batteries, letting your mind go completely blank, all the thoughts too much, overwhelming feelings, overwhelming situations. Just put the whole lot behind you and find yourself a relaxing pastime or hobby that you can use as a practical solution for you to strength and recharge your batteries. When there's difficulties of the daily life or human interaction and they become too much for you, you can put your hand up and ask for help. Now, this may be a new thing for you, because in the past you've always struggled, you've always been the martyr, you've always done it on your own, whether that be fear of rejection or fear of asking for help, or stubbornness, not asking for help, and even if help was offered, you do not accept it. This week, this month, you will be finding that you're able to change that, and you will accept help. Also, retreating to your favourite pastime, like I said before, pastimes or hobbies, anything that can relax you, ground you, and give you that spiritual, emotional stability to go with the rest of you, okay? You're trying to achieve necessary balance to daily routines through regular practice of meditation, hobbies, walking, running, any kind of physical exercise to get the body moving, to get the body charging, to get the blood flowing, the oxygen flowing through your body, to lose weight, to feel strong, to get those endorphins moving. This is something that you're going to be looking at. You might even start a whole new routine this month. So you need to objectively look at and assess the situation. So whatever you perceive, people, things, or information, you're going to analyze it, both critically and with a certain amount of skepticism, because you want to be certain whether it is beneficial to you or not. So this month you will be making those choices. You'll be really summoning up the courage to decide the wheat from the chaff, and you're going to what is honest, what is authentic, what is real. And perhaps this is the time where you cut people, situations, jobs, feelings that don't serve you. They just suck the very life out of you. They're energy draining. And this is the time where you may very well close doors on friendships, on situations, on family members, co-workers. Whatever it is that you're closing the door on, this is a really critical phase for you, where you put yourself as a priority and you cut away anything that's no longer serving you. So cutting off whatever's sucking the life out of you so that you can move faster and you can move more methodically, strategically, and get things going on in your life, okay? It could be that you receive the necessary encouragement, but in the end you have to solve the personal problems yourself. So you have good friends, you have good resources, you have people around you. I feel like a Virgo is very, very strong for you, and they're giving you the advice, but at the end of the day, it's all down to you, okay? You've got to make these decisions yourself. So one thing that's going to be utterly clear to you is that your present situation requires nurturing, useful relationships. So those that are not, they need to be cut and they need to go to the wayside, and then you know who your true friends, your true resources, your true reliant people are, and those are the people that you will nurture and open up communication and let things flow. Due to the fact that you're stuck in a genuinely unpleasant situation, you seek contact with helpful people, and you will hope that you show understanding and provide you with more moral support. So you're giving, you're opening, and you're receiving, and you're sharing. And this might be new for a lot of you. Some of you have never accepted help on any level for fear that, if you bring the walls down, that you could be hurt. You're not easily misled, and you will make sure that you keep your eyes wide open. The sun is going into Aquarius, so everything that you touch will have a positive flow. You're really starting to see things for any of the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And the way that the planets are lined up, February, March and April, are going to be really intense pressure times for you. But what you're working on is something that you are very passionate about, something you have been working towards or dreaming or hoping towards for a very long time. And this is where you start to put those practical efforts and hands-on, even if it's just the planning stage where you're researching, you're getting everything, lined up in your head before you pursue further. Okay, so these nurturing, the useful relationships will help you, and you'll get the necessary encouragement that you need, and you'll be able to fix or solve any personal problems that you come across. And right now you're believing two things can help you: your intelligence and your optimistic self-encouragement. So again and again, you consciously adopt a positive inner attitude. You don't let anyone else bring you down. You are helping yourself to better stand up under the hardships of the present time. So you know that the wheel goes around and around. So if you are at this level of the wheel where things are hard, they are intense, they are difficult, you know that it will go around and it will come up to the top and life will get easier. You know this and you're understanding this. So you're not putting your energy into fighting the universe, fighting what's happening. You're saying, okay, well, this is what has to happen, so I'm going to go along with that and things will get better soon. You're not going to get upset over anything or anyone, and you're going to move through life unburdened. For this reason, you do what you want to avoid people. So remember I said cutting out those people out of your lives that are just really wasting your energy. You're wasting time and energy with these people when you could be putting that into yourself. Okay. Also freeing yourself, giving yourself an easier life. You would like to finally rid yourself of personal problems which oppress you. Some of you are feeling stuck, you're feeling chained, you're feeling not heard. You're feeling that when there's a crisis in your life, no one's there for you. But when other people have crisis in their life, you're the first to put your hand up. And so this month, you're really going through those thoughts in your mind, and you're really going to stand up for yourself. You're really going to start to put yourself first and make yourself a priority. And you are making your life easier. Your ideal is to be free of all burdens. And so by cutting people, situations, and energies that you've been devoted towards things that don't come back to you, by getting rid of that, you'll find that you have more ease, you have more energy, you have more time to devote to your life. For this reason, you can avoid contact with people who cause you problems. And you don't need to be jumping up and reacting to every fight you're invited into. Some people like to push your buttons and then run away and watch what happens. You don't need to react. You don't need to answer. You don't need to defend. You don't need to justify. You don't need to worry what anybody else's opinion is of you, because it's none of your business. All you can change, or all that you can control, is yourself and your life. So this month, and leading on into the next couple of months, because it's going to be a hard, the next couple of months, the next, say, 3 months or so, there's definitely going to be some changes and some endings. And for a lot of you, this is you finally getting the pinnacle of your work success. You've been working slowly since 2012. There's been some ups, there's been some downs, there's been some great success, there's been some pitfalls. But through the next 4 months, you're actually going to finally get to your idea of what a pinnacle of success is. For those of you that are always single, this month you're really going to look hard at yourself in the mirror, and you're going to say, well, where have I been standing in my own way? Where have I been making the same habitual mistakes? Am I over expressive? Am I over enthusiastic? Am I over emotional? Do I over analyze? Where am I contributing to any failure in my successive relationships, whether it be love, romance, or home? What can I do to change this so that I can have a more fluid, stable connection with other people? So you're going to be making more pleasurable contacts, where you're leaving everything unpleasant and unburden yourself, and you're relaxing more. You're wanting to relax and spend more time with open-minded people. Good conversations, open conversation takes your mind off things. So this month also, you've got to avoid being aggressive or irritable. This month, if you feel hindered by someone, if you feel that things are taking too long, if things are crossing your plans, or you're feeling like there's a bothersome obstacle in your path, if you're feeling like people are purposely slowing things down or purposely getting in your way, you have accumulated a great deal of resentment or building up of tension or intense feelings and emotions, and you've got to release these yourself and work through those emotions. Why do I feel this way? How can I slow this down? How can I remain calm in any chaos or crisis situation? And difficult circumstances. You might be in a limited circumstance where you feel that you are oppressed, where you are feeling opportunities for expression freedom need action. You might be feeling like you would like to make life pleasant, but you feel deprived, that you have to go without certain freedoms. You have to go without certain pleasurable things because of an obstacle or a certain life path or situation that's specific to you. You could be dreaming of a holiday, or dreaming of a life where you have the freedom to just do what you want. For whatever reason, you feel like your hands are tied behind your back and that you're stuck where you are and you're unable to move forward. The behaviour of other people around you might be like a thorn stuck in your side. Well, who's this really affecting? Are you allowing this thorn to be in your side? Because you can only allow other people to penetrate you if you allow it. If you ignore it, and just don't let it to bother you, then you are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your life. You are in control of your situation. There might be unpleasant contentiousness where certain behavior of other people feel like you're putting up with just anything. Your boundaries are blurring. You're allowing those boundaries to become null and void. And these people may be argumentative and they cause more trouble, and there may be stubborn attitudes or willful infections, or a war. There might be the Aries war, aggressive, intense feelings coming up in February, where you're feeling like you got all this energy and you feel like you want to roar, you feel like you're going to explode, and this is because you've let those boundaries soften and disappear and blur, and so people are crossing into your space, and this is why you're feeling this intense need for freedom, this intense need of space. And so you might be feeling this way. If you're feeling irritable, if you're feeling cranky, if you're feeling majorly peed off, look at yourself, and it could just be a daily thing. It could just be 2 days. You might be really emotionally upset. A couple of evening primrose tablets will sort that out for you, and a good book, have a good cry. Tears are just your emotional way of expressing feelings that don't have a name to it. So whether it be fear, anger, embarrassment, humiliation, grief, it doesn't matter what it is. Allow yourself to cry if you feel like crying. All it is a release of emotion. That's all it is. It's not saying that you're weak. It doesn't say anything like that. It's just a release of emotion into your life. Well, that is the conclusion of this reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. Well, we're going to be having a special this month. We get to 10,000 subscribers. I'll be doing a free Q&A for an hour where I'll be answering any of your questions with the tarot cards. So I hope you enjoy February. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending love to everybody, and I hope this month it brings you great love, fresh starts, clarity, focus, and new beginnings.